Good morning, Su Madam. I'm at Hukaisi 271940. Now say, many people may be confused as what an investment cost has to do with them. First, they can deal with investment safely with full investment knowledge. Besides, they might believe they don't really have much income now and will have a lot of time to save and invest later. They also worry about the interest rate fluctuations and the market risk to investment. For long-term goals, people often prefer to accept lower risk by investing their saving in financial products, such as saving account and certificates of deposit, because their funds are protected by the federal government and can often be retrieved quickly, despite the fact that the financial returns of saving product is quite low. In fact, well-managed investment can help us to earn the unexpected return easily if we form an investment portfolio effectively and efficiently. The best investment portfolio can decrease the risk by doing some security analysis, which consists of fundamentals analysis, industry analysis, economic analysis, as well as technical analysis to secure the investment. Thus, we are able to manage the portfolio by comparing the actual behavior with expected performance and take collective actions when needed. Today, I will talk about the benefits of investment for long-term goals that are essentials for future wealth, financial habit, and economic growth. Firstly, investment is vital for future wealth. It helps us to achieve retirement plan. In relation to the talk entitled The Dirt Age, the end of the beginnings, not the beginnings of the ends, in 2019, Noor Hisham Hussein, as head of Economics and Capital Markets Department at the Employee Provident Funds, stated that Malaysians have not invested enough in their retirement fund, and every 2 from 3 54 years old EPF members had retirement asset of below 50,000 ringgit, which lead to risk of living in low socio-economic status from EPF statistics. In 2015, Malaysia was ranked 66 on Standards and Poor Global Financial Literacy Survey, as Malaysians found it difficult to respond to the 5 simple questions in the survey, such as what compound interest is and how much inflation is. At the same time, in relation to data from the Employees Provident Fund, in 2021, 65% of pensioners can only pay 208 ringgit each month. This sum is unreasonable, since they must cover their basic needs, medical care, and ongoing debt payments and other things. There is still a long ways to go until we quit working. If we are more than 2 decades away from retirement, investment is the best way to create wealth. For retirements over decades, since they are required times to grow and provide highest returns to us, we will most likely be looking for anything that can provide us with a regular income to meet our day-to-day living expenditures now that we are retired or nearing retirement. Investing makes us raise money to fund our retirement plan and no need to worry about the daily expenditure after retirement. We do not need to plan for highest healthcare expense in retirement as we got enough money during retirement. The more we invest, the more we will able to benefit from compound interest. Thus, investment return makes us live stable and drive the most in our retirement years with more incomes for a longer period of time compared to being excess about the spending expenditure during retirement. Besides, we also can use the retirement funds to support our children in the future. Investing gives our future security to retirement funds. Besides, investment help to use in emergency or unexpected situation. In relation to the Central Bank Capacity and Inclusion Survey in 2015, approximately 32% of Malaysians can only pay a wage if they lose their source of income. And Bank Negara Malaysia stated that a large majority of Malaysians enjoy living in the present and have short-sighted tendency because they are focused on immediate fulfillment. Investing helps us to meet the emergency condition, as investment provides highest return in the future. This is because investments are easy to purchase and sell as needed, and we can convert investment into the cash fastly with minimal transaction costs. This is critical if we suddenly require the fund. It can assist us in surviving a bad situation. Accident, illnesses, natural disaster, and the loss of a job are all the scenarios that might put a burden on our finance. These are the best time when having a emergency funds from selling the investment is essential so that we can use the money promptly and slimly. Investing aids in the development of comfy cushions from unforeseen situations later in life. It can eliminate the needs for high interest debt solution like credit cards or unsecured loans to overcome this emergency condition. Investing gives financial safety to the emergency fund for future mishaps or unexpected expense. In addition, investment helps us to achieve financial goals. Investing makes financial goals come true by allowing us to expand our monies and get the higher return in the future. Money is frequently a medium to assist individuals attain their most precious life objective. Therefore, investments are an integral element of everyone's life. It is critical that we achieve long-term objectives with our investment. Long-term financial objectives are the crucial step towards the financial stability. When it comes to living a stable and pleasurable life, financial objectives are essential. Goals provide us a sense of direction, purpose, and drive in life. When we have a 10 years or longer term objective, it may make sense to invest that money to help us to get there faster. If we do not have enough money in the future, we may become trapped in the vicious cycles of credit debt and believe that we will never have enough money to adequately insure ourselves, leaving us more exposed that we need to deal with some of life's big hazards. Investing in our children's college funds, for example, which is the financial goal, we do not need to worry about financial problems about our children's education in the future by borrowing some education loans as we have enough money to support it. Investing provides us with adequate financial security to achieve our financial objective. Secondly, investment is vital for financial habits. It helps us to improve spending habits. In relation to the Ringgit Plus survey result in 2018, another surprising number that discovered was that 30% or more respondents of all age revealed that their money spent were equal to or exceeded their income. In relation to the result of the Ringgit Plus Malaysia Financial Literacy Survey 2020, Hak Liu, as Chief Executive of Financial Comparison website Ringgit Plus, said that almost half of Malaysia's wages workers may be trapped in a debt cycle without recognizing it. Many of them think that if they are unemployed and spend more money than they earn, they will have insufficient money to survive 3 months. But they believe they can manage their finance. To close the difference, they may rely on debt instruments. Stopping negative money habits as soon as possible is critical. Poor financial management habits may hinder us from achieving financial goals and pave the way for failures. Investing helps us to develop good spending habits. By spending money on advantageous things like investment to earn the return in the future. As we begin investing in order to increase our money and achieve true riches. Investing our monies can help us earn more money and protect our financial future. Compounding is a mathematical concept that allows us to expand our monies over time. However, this will necessitate a long-term commitment. As a result, it makes sure we stay invested even when the stock market experiences sharp ups and downs. Investing encourages us to develop good financial habits to secure our future compared to spending money on unnecessary things without any returns for the future. By making an investment, we may improve our wealth and put ourselves up for financial success. Investments will assist us in learning how to budget, save money, and achieve our financial objectives. Lastly, investment is vital for economic growth. It helps us to promote gross domestic product growth. According to Raja Nuruz Ani Raja Aziz and Aminaz Azmi, it can be concluded that investment is the only significant factor that contributes positive towards GDP growth. Besides, according to Hazards, they mentioned that there is a positive relationship between investment and economic growth. Other than that, according to Anhua and Son, investment has a huge impact on economic growth in Malaysia. These are some research showing that investment is a significant factor that lead to GDP growth. As more people spend more on investment, it will increase the purchasing power. And consumer spending, as investment is expenditures on capital spending and a component of aggregate demand. Thus, it raises the level of products and services output in the economy. Low investment might restrict future productivity development. If the economy enjoys high level of consumption without investment, this could result in an imbalanced economy. This leads to a current account deficit and minimal investment in future relevant possibility. A significant resurgence in domestic investment were the primary drivers of the economies, despite robust external demands aided growth. Thus, it will affect consumer spending and then impact the GDP of a country. Increased investment has resulted in a rise in consumer spending. Consumer spending is a bit of the demand side of supply and demand, whilst consumer goods production is a big part of the supply side. Therefore, investment is critical for rising production capacity, which is a good signal for future output. This helps to boost an economy, competitiveness, and even GDP in the future. Besides, it helps to beat inflation. According to Barrow, inflation is a factor of economic growth. And it has been further emphasized that if inflation is high, investments could be lower. As a result, the decrease in investments has a negative impact on economic growth. The greatest approach to combat inflation is to invest. Stocks have historically returned a 10% annualized rate of returns on average, which is better than an annualized inflation rate on average. This implies that you must need a long time span. You may purchase and hold this approach in case the values decline temporarily. By the way, we should put our money into items or products that are more determined to remain or assist the rates of reflections in the future. When looking for the best inflation protection investment, we should always consider our risk profile and objective. Stock market investment that are goals-oriented and well-researched can help you beat inflation. For instance, the most typical technique is to invest in stock and bond mutual fund. Mutual funds are one of the greatest options for most investors to guard against inflation. Stock mutual fund can provide you with greatest long-term return. This is due to the fact that their returns are frequently higher than the risk of inflation. Furthermore, it helps to reduce the unemployment rate. Investment has the ability to create chance to be employed and lowering unemployment. This is because investment increases productivity and sales of the companies, and therefore employment is likely to be increased as companies need to hire more workers for their factories. An increase in investment can also have a multiple impact if the economy has excess capacity. The initial increase in investment boosts economic development, but they are more likely to invest in additional investment if business see higher sales and profit. Additionally, households that get work as a result of investment has more income to spend. Increased investment will lead to economic well-being, which will lead to increased employment as productivity and wages rate rise. Thus, people have more money in their pockets and deserve higher income for living, which significantly improve their standards of living. In conclusion, when we look at investment as the essential way for future wealth, financial habits, and even the economic growth, we should plan our investment in order for a better future. By the way, we should carefully put our money on investment efficiently and effectively by doing some research and a diverse portfolio to mitigate the risk and maximize our returns in the future. Investment works 24 hours as it never rests. Investment takes things a step further to assist us in achieving our objective and provide us more opportunity to deserve better. I will end my speech with a quote from Warren Buffett. The best investment you can make is an investment in yourself. The more you learn, the more you will earn. Thank you.